Hey everyone! So today I was actually inspired by Maddie and I wanted to talk about my favorite manga. This is not all of them, but these are the ones that have really stuck with me over the years and I continue to go back with even if I haven't finished collecting all of the volumes. So I think that it's only fitting to go with the first manga that I ever read, Kitchen Princess. This was in my middle school library and I saw it. I was like, this looks super cute, and I think at that time only the first 3 volumes had come out. So I took it out, I absolutely loved it, and I immediately went to Barnes & Noble and bought all 3 and was anxiously waiting to get the next volume. This is by Natsumi Ando and Miyuki Kobayashi, and it is about, so when Najika was little she almost drowned and a boy saved her and gave her some flan to cheer her up with this really pretty princess spoon, and she fell in love with him and cooking and went to the school when she got old enough to cook with the elite. I really love this manga because at the end of each volume it has this little segment called Kitchen Palace where it talks about the recipes that were in that volumes. So that's Kitchen Princess, and I think that you can still get these. I am not certain, but I really love it and it's definitely worth trying out. Next, I think I'm gonna go with one of my absolute favorite mangaka. Mangaka are the people who write and draw the manga. And this is Full Moon by Rina Tanemura. I absolutely love Rina Tanemura. I love her art style. It's so pretty, and her stories are always really, really great in my opinion. They're all shoujo, so that means romance, and all. This is also geared for teens, and this is about Mitsuki, who loves to sing, but unfortunately she has a condition that if she does sing she can really damage her throat and unfortunately kill her. So these Shinigami come and grant her a wish, and her wish is to become Full Moon, a singer. So they age her up, she goes to a singing competition, she wins, and it's her journey battling with this and also trying to find her first love through singing. So that's that one. It's really cute. She has 3 other manga that I really enjoy. The first one that I really love and I picked up after Full Moon was Gentleman's Alliance Cross. This one takes place at a boarding school. It's also shoujo, about Hane, who is in love with one of her classmates, and she goes to school and like shoujo semantics ensue, but also again like the art style is really pretty, and the overall story is just really cool. The next one that I picked up after all those was Sakura Hime, and this is a retelling of the Princess Kaguya myth, but with yokai, who are demons. And it is similar to the Princess Kaguya myth, but it's instead of her being called Princess Kaguya, she's called Princess Sakura, and she's basically like a demon who has to fight other demons to like save the world. And this one is complete, as well as Full Moon and Gentleman's Alliance Cross. And yeah, so it's basically all these demons are after Sakura, and then she, falls in love with the prince who she's supposed to marry, which is very similar to the Princess Kaguya myth, where Princess Kaguya has to she has these princes who come to her who are vying for her attention, and she sends them on a quest. But instead of the men being sent on the quest, it's her being sent on the quest to fight yokai, which I really like. I like that a lot better, in my opinion. Next, this manga, I don't know how many volumes are actually out right now. I think that there are about 6 of them, but they're very slow moving. This actually came out a few years ago now, I want to say. So this was first published in Japan in 2014, and I'm pretty certain that it came out here in the US maybe a year or two after that, because she's a pretty popular mangaka. And yeah, so this is Idle Dreams. It has a similar premise to Full Moon, only with an adult character. And the adult character, Chikage, who's 31 in this, basically gets aged down and then becomes an idol because that was her dream. I haven't picked this one up in a while. I actually really want to collect the other volumes that are out so far because I really love this. I always fall in love with Arina Tanimura and her books, so I have to get the rest of these because right now I only have 1 through 3, and like I said, I'm pretty certain that 4, 5, and 6 are out, so there's that. Moving away from shoujo for a minute, I want to talk about one of my favorite more adult reads, and that's Kakegorugi. This is by Homura Kawamoto, and the art is by Toru Namura. This is about a school for gamblers. Yumeko, who is on the cover here, gets into this school and seems to have, at the point that I'm at in the manga, we don't really know if she has like a split personality or what, but she is addicted to gambling to the point where she doesn't really care if she just throws her whole life away for it. It's all for the game. There is a spin-off manga for this following one of the other characters. I haven't actually picked it up yet. I have it though. I have the first 2 volumes. But I really need to catch up with the series. I also started the anime. But yeah, so this is basically just about gambling. It is rated for older teens, and I really like the art style. And the story is really interesting. Keeping up with the more like older teen stuff, I have Tokyo Ghoul. This is one of my absolute favorite mangas and animes. This is by Sui Ishida, and I have all of the volumes of this, and I have watched season 1, 2, and I started 3, but I haven't gotten a chance to finish that one. Hopefully I can finish it when I have my break. But I absolutely love this manga. I love this anime. I have cosplayed Rize from it, and I have cosplayed a few other characters. I do want to do an Uta cosplay because I absolutely love Uta. But yeah, so this story is about ghouls who survive by eating people or human body parts, and it's about Kaneki Ken, who unfortunately goes out on a date, and he winds up kind of being the meal, but then scaffolding falls on him and his date, saving him. But in the process of that, while he is in surgery, he gets some of Rize's organs, turning him into a half ghoul. So he is both human and not, but he seems to have more of the ghoul tendencies. So, with that being said, this is more horror-y. I have featured this a few times on my Bookstagram, which is at @a_bookish_dream, if you didn't know that. But yeah, so this, I really love this manga. I love it. I have not finished it. I have all of the volumes though, and I have the first volume of the new series too, and I have the little novellas for it also. But I love this. This series is really good. The art style is also art style that I really like. And it is definitely more of like a horror-y thing, because then the ghouls are being hunted by this organization called the Doves, whose like premise is to just wipe all of them out because they believe that they're a threat to humanity, even though a lot of the ghouls, there are some bad ghouls, and then ghouls like Kaneki gets involved with, who they kind of just like live their own lives like humans, and don't eat people. They mostly eat, like they eat people, but they don't eat live people. They don't go hunting for them, like the technical mother of Kaneki. Going back into shoujo, I have Kiss of the Rose Princess by Aya Shoto, and this is basically about this girl who gets gifted these different colored cards, and she is the Rose Princess. Unfortunately, her necklace gets ripped off of her, which activates her powers and gives her these cards, and she can summon boys. So this is one of them, and then the others are here, and then she can control them. They all go to her class, and they're all Rose Princes. I have only read a few volumes of this. I haven't finished it. This is it's really, really good. Next, I have one of my absolute favorite mangas, and I actually have I started the spin-off series for this, but it is Fruits Basket. This is by Natsuki Takaya, and this follows Toru. Pretty Toru. Toru, her mother unfortunately passes away, and she winds up homeless and living in a tent in the woods. She stumbles upon the Soma family house, and some stuff is like kind of weird there. And then she finds out that all of them are cursed to be animals of the zodiac. This is of course a shoujo manga. It has like 23 volumes. I collected all the original Tokyo Pop editions, because at the time when I was collecting these, Tokyo Pop hadn't gone under. So yeah, I absolutely love this. The new anime came out. I still haven't watched it. I know, I'm bad. I keep saying I'm gonna watch it, and then I keep forgetting. That's just like, I just restarted up with My Hero Academia, so I mean, I'll get to it. But yeah, so this is a really good manga. The art style is a bit different than the other art styles that I really love, but the story is amazing. It is so good. I love it, and definitely pick this up if you like Chinese zodiac or just shoujo manga in general. Like, this is a staple. If you like shoujo manga, pick this up, because this is like where it's at. I'm going to move on to Bride of the Water God. This is actually a manhwa, which is a Korean version of manga. I really love this. This story is really pretty. It's about a village who sacrifices a girl to the water god, and it follows So, and yeah, it's just really good. It's so good. It's gorgeous, and just like, look at that. So basically they sacrifice her to be his bride, and I don't think that the girls normally come back from being given to the water god, but the water god winds up falling in love with her, and then it follows that because she is a mortal and he is immortal, and he also is cursed to be young during the day and older at night. So this is so good. I haven't finished it. I've read most of it though, and I absolutely, like, I can't put into words how much I love this manga. It is just really good. The art style is gorgeous. And yeah. Next, I have the Demon Prince of Momochi House by Aya Shoto, which is the same person who did Kiss of the Rose Princess. And this follows Himari, who on her 16th birthday inherits this house and goes there, and there wind up being a bunch of yokai there. It's a bunch of demons just living in her house. And one of them is the demon prince. And actually, she was supposed to inherit his powers originally, but he unfortunately stumbled upon the house, broke the seal, and wound up becoming the protector of this house. And it's also a shoujo. I have not read most of it. I've read, like, it's still ongoing, I'm pretty certain, but I really like it. The art style is really pretty, and the story is really good. It's basically about her, like, navigating the fact that there's yokai here, and then also, you know, falling in love and dealing with school, and also being the proprietor of this house that has demons in it. My last two manga are also, in my opinion, shoujo staples. The first of which is Sailor Moon. This is by Naoko Takeuchi. And I just really love this. There's a lot of nostalgia with Sailor Moon. Here's some of the art inside. I found out about Sailor Moon actually through the first three movies. They happened to be at, like, Costco, and I, like, begged my mom. I was like, I need these, you know, like, little me. I think I was like 5. I'm like, I need this. She's pretty. I want it. So she bought it, and I fell in love. Unfortunately, by the time, like, I started getting into, like, manga and all that, this actually was not in production. So I waited until Kodansha came out with them, and then I literally went into the store and I bought all of them. Even the, like, prequel novel, which is Pretty Guardian Sailor V, which follows Venus before she meets up with the Sailor Scouts. So yeah, this manga is a staple. It's what I think a lot of us got into anime because of. It's because of Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z. The last manga that I have is Skip Beat by Yoshiko Nakamura. This is the Viz Media bind up, so it has the first 3 volumes in it. I have not finished this one either, but I really love it. This one follows Kyoko, who follows her true love, and then he winds up breaking up with her. And in a act of revenge, she cuts all of her hair off, buys new clothes, and decides to become an idol. So that's basically that. And then she winds up, like, falling in love with this other actor, and yeah, and then the dude realizes he made a mistake because isn't she super cute? Man, like, come on. So yeah, this manga is, like, hilarious and really good. There are moments that are very heartfelt, like in all of these. There's a, like, overarching theme in shoujo manga to, like, deal with certain issues, like eating disorders, which actually was in Kitchen Princess. One of the characters is a model, and she deals with an eating disorder, and it takes her friends to band together to help her with that. And there are still, like, themes in all of these manga. So yeah, those are some of my favorites. One of my other favorites that I could not find, I know where it is, I just couldn't get to it, is actually Hanakimi, which I was at the Strand this summer and found the entire bundle of Hanakimi manga for, like, $25. I freaked out. I really love Hanakimi. Also, it's also another shoujo. I haven't reread it, which is also why I didn't include it. Also because I couldn't find it. But yeah. So these are some of my favorite manga. What are yours? Tell me down below. Do you read manga? Do you not? Are you gonna pick up any of these? I highly suggest all of them. If you don't like shoujo for reasons, I definitely suggest starting with Bleach or Naruto. Those are shonen manga, which are action manga, and they're also really good. There is a bit of romance in those also, but it's mostly about like friendship and stuff like that. So that's a good place to start. I also have heard that the My Hero Academia manga are really good. My brother has a lot of the volumes. I just haven't borrowed them yet to read them. But yeah, so let me know down below what you guys think. Do you like manga? Do you not like manga? Are you gonna pick up any? Let me know. Alright? So have a good day, everybody, and I hope to see you all soon. This marks my 3rd video, and I have about 3 more that I have to do, because for my risk, I told my professor I would do 4 to 6 videos. So we'll see how that goes, because the end of the semester is next week. Alright guys, see you soon. Bye!